Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is your host, Rasheen, and we're back with episode 3 with my co host,
Abby.
And today we're going to talk about, how it feels to be the only person with no tattoos in a group of people with tattoos. Me personally, I really don't care. It's never been an issue of mine. Because individually I feel like tattoos don't make a person. That's not what a person is made. I feel like soul, body, and mind is what makes a person who they are. So just because you got, no offense to people who have tattoos, but drawings on your skin, that don't make you somebody special, but rather just somebody a little different. And sometimes people got the same tattoos from Pinterest. So it really doesn't matter to me, in my opinion, what you have in your skin, but what's beyond the skin, what's beyond the ink. No pun intended. How do you feel, Abby?
It doesn't bother me, but there definitely are times where, I put on an outfit and I'm like, dang, this outfit would look so much better if I had tattoos. Or, I don't know, I wonder how different I would look with tattoos. Because I say it can completely change, someone's vibe.
In what way,
Well, I guess in, many different ways. You could look, edgier.
Just edgier?
Yeah, just more unique. It kind of depends, what you're getting tattooed.
Okay. So could you paint a picture for us, what outfit would be like, man, I wish I had a tattoo, and where would a tattoo be placed?
I can't pinpoint, one outfit, but sometimes, yeah, if I'm wearing something, simple, and I'm, going out with my friends who have, tattoos, I'm like, wow, I probably look like a noob a little bit compared to them.
I know.
But it doesn't really, it doesn't bother me. But sometimes I do think, wow, how different would I look with tattoos compared to how I currently look?
Okay, it's interesting. Well, you plan on getting a tattoo soon? I think we previously spoke about this, but it's episode 3, so you wouldn't know if you didn't go through episode 1 and 2.
Yes, but I don't know if it'd be that big of a statement piece. When I say how different I look with tattoos, I'm thinking of very noticeable tattoos.
All right.
I don't know if I'd ever make that jump.
Okay.
It depends.
Well, I will very soon, ladies and gentlemen. We might have our actually first, excuse me. I don't know what I just said. First ever, not face reveal, but, kind of body reveal, because I will be getting tatted soon with a tramp stamp that says Beyond the Ink. I'm just kidding. I'm actually going to get a forearm sleeve. Nothing on the hands, though, because it's very unprofessional, and I got a career to make. And then something lower on the collarbone, but that's after I do my forearm. Want the pain to set in first in one area rather than 2 areas. What is it gonna be, Abby Key? I'm glad you asked.
Yeah, what is it gonna be? I'm curious.
It's actually gonna be Japanese water, Japanese water art.
Okay.
You should look. You know what that looks like, right? You should look that up.
I'm pulling it up because.
And it's gonna be a road, and above the road is gonna say, "God soldier," because people go through. Can we cuss? Are we allowed to cuss? I'm gonna cuss anyways. People go through shit in life, that make them a man, and then right above my wrist is gonna say persistence, but then it's gonna be a man, which is supposed to embody me, and then a road towards God's soldier, and right behind the man is gonna be different flags of where I'm from, you know, where I lived at. So it'd be Haiti, the Virgin Islands, and then like the Atlanta A.
The American flag.
I think you should leave. I think you should grab your things and go. I would not put that on my skin. No offense, you know, but it's not aesthetically pleasing in my eye. I don't think that'd be nice.
It's a personal preference.
Yeah. And if I was to do that, I think I should get a Georgia peach. I'm just kidding. I wouldn't do that either. That's not aesthetically pleasing. But yeah, I would just get an A, like the Braves A. You know, that'd be cool looking, cool to look at. I was thinking of a South Carolina moon, but I don't really claim South Carolina. That I was only there for 2 years, so it's not really a big part of my life.
You should like.
But you seen it,
Put
right?
it all down. Yeah, I did. I'm looking at it right now. Are you talking about like this?
Yeah, but more specifically, this.
That's a famous painting.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
I have a question for you.
What's the question?
Kind of off topic, but how do you think social media has affected tattoos or people's idea towards tattoos?
I think it's more embraced now because the stigma used to be people with tattoos are more of risk takers or on the aggressive side, you know, or just maybe not what people would want to be around. But I think social media being out there has shown people that, especially people who do social media with tattoos, have shown like it's really no difference. You know, people get tattoos to express themselves, not necessarily just to be like an outcast or what's the word? An outlier or someone who's just bad or a criminal. You know, sometimes even the nicest people I know in my life, like who want her to fly, got tattoos like sleeves, you know. And the people that are crash outs, like people who would, you know, are really criminals in life, don't have no tattoos. So it's really like it shows people that.
I didn't think about it like that. Yeah, I guess nowadays on social media, there's no, like you're just exposed to a lot more tattoos.
Right.
It's almost more common to see tattoos online than it is in your day-to-day life, I feel like.
Mm-hmm.
Which is crazy. I was going to say, I think it kind of makes people want to go get tattoos, but I think it makes the tattoos people are getting a little less creative.
Right.
Because people do get like repeat tattoos
all the time.
Yeah.
Like the clouds, it's getting old. The lines is getting old. You know, those big ass letters on those arms that just say one word, getting old. You know, I think it's time for people to start showing creativity behind the tattoos, you know. Would you say my idea is basic?
No, but I would be eager to see what it looks like all together.
That'd be cool, huh?
I'm trying to envision it.
I could kind of show you. And as I show her, I'm going to kind of envision, like, not envision, what am I talking about? Like, try to depict the picture of what I'm showing. So this is what, like, the forearm is going to be.
Okay.
Right? And then this is what, like, the road, but it would be with the symbols behind them and kind of, like, you see what I'm saying? Like,
blended together.
right. On the road.
Would you get it all the way up your arm?
No. It'd be right here.
Arm?
Yeah. Just be right here.
So you're going to get your collarbone, and then this is going to be bare, and then your forearm's going to be...
I wouldn't get my whole... It's like it's going to be words around my collarbone.
Oh.
Just words. And then I'm gonna get this right here first. Then I'll get this next. You know, that'd be later on though when I know what I want.
Would you ever get a tattoo removed?
No, there'd be no point. I would never make a decision permanently for me to be like I don't want it no more.
A lot of people are doing that nowadays.
Get it removed.
Like Pete Davidson just removed like all his tattoos.
I don't believe it.
I'm okay.
I don't believe it.
I think he was just on the cover of a magazine.
I don't believe it.
Okay, let's see.
There's no way. And if it is true, then there's definitely gonna be, you know, like paint left on him.
No. Tattoo.
Comment down below if y'all believe what she's saying or not. It's true.
It was like it took over the internet.
Could have been edited.
He spent over $200,000 on tattoo removal.
Oh my goodness.
But you know that stuff takes like sessions. You know.
I wonder how much it hurt it.
They say it's more painful than getting a tattoo.
But I heard it's not that painful to get a tattoo. So only on areas that are sensitive.
Okay, let's see.
From what I've seen or what I heard.
What is this? Hold on, it's trying to get me to log in.
She's trying to pull up a picture. Why is he naked?
He's not. He just has no shirt on. But before, that was all like tatted. Did you know what he looked like before?
Yeah, like a junkie.
Yeah, he looked a little crazy. But I think his tattoos made him because now people are like, that doesn't look like Pete Davidson.
Are you sure? Like,
and like Krishan Rock got those tattoos removed.
really?
Mm-hmm.
Can we see that too?
I think she had her man's face.
Oh yeah, that was crazy.
Like all over her neck.
That was a crazy tattoo. I wonder why she even did that. That's one thing. You can't be under the influence while you go make a decision on what tattoos you make.
Maybe she wasn't under the influence. Maybe she was just being spontaneous.
Under the influence of what?
Okay, I recamped that statement. She got it covered up.
Let me see how it looks. You said recamped.
Mm-hmm.
Recamp that statement.
See, before it was a portrait, and now it's a flower.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't like neither of them.
Well, it's not on your body. I'm all for her getting it covered up. I mean, even if she didn't get it covered up, whatever.
But you see, like on the last episode, we spoke about what tattoos we don't like, and I said I don't like faces on bodies.
Or names.
That was crazy. That face on her neck was crazy.
Well, at one point she had like 3.
3 faces on her neck?
Like of the same face. Like it was like on her left side of the neck, on the right side of the neck, and then like one in the middle.
So what happened to the 3? Why is there only 1?
I don't know. But I'm happy to hear she's doing better, living better.
You know, toxicity sometimes ruins people's life.
And she had one on the face too, of his face.
On her face?
Mm-hmm. On her cheek.
Is that real?
Yeah, it was real.
So how is it not there no more?
I don't know if it's there or not. Hold on. Let's see. Face tattoo.
I just want to know, like, what drives people to get face tattoos or name tattoos for significant others? Like, what love is there to be had for that? But it's not there no more.
Love is one hell of a drug. I don't know if it's there anymore. Let's see. Sean Rock.
Like, I'm thinking, actually, I don't want to be in that much love for me to even.
Have you ever considered like, I would think about it?
No, never. Never in my life.
Okay,
Never in my life. I haven't been that fortunate.
I can't tell if these photos are older pictures or if it's just removed. But yeah. What would you do if, how would you go about it if your tattoo artist, like, had a typo on your tattoo?
I need a discount.
But this is kind of controversial because is it the tattoo artist's fault or is it your fault? Because usually they stencil it on you before to like show you.
It's both our faults, but he finalized it, so I need a discount.
What? So you wouldn't be like thorough in like checking the stencil?
I would be, but if it's a mistake, you got to think about it, right? He's putting 100% focus on doing the tattoo, right? While I sit there and take the pain. Not only am I taking the pain, but I'm paying him to give me pain for something I want, right? So there's two dilemmas. I need to sit there and just relax. He's tatting me up. Okay, I just need to focus on getting through this. First of all, I don't know how it feels to get a tattoo. I've never been through that pain before. I don't know if it's crazy amount of pain. I don't know if it's minimal. I don't know if it's moderate.
You're unfamiliar.
I'm unfamiliar. But I'm thinking, you know, in an instance like this where people do sit down and shake when they get a tattoo or just are like in just disbelief of how much pain they're in, they don't have time to be focusing on what exactly is on their tattoo or what's a mistake. I feel like he should take his time and make sure 100% that everything is done and written correctly.
Would you want a discount or would you want a cover-up?
See, it's either or. It's either you give me a discount or it's either you can do the cover-up.
Speaking of cover-up, how do you feel about blackout tattoos? Do you know what that is?
Yeah, I know exactly what it is. Not really a fan of it. Not really a fan. I know what it is.
I know. I think it's kind of badass.
You like it?
I don't think I would ever get it, but like to see someone get that, I'm like, wow. Like, that looks cool.
You gotta think about it. Like, they're shading it in. Right?
Yeah.
So, like.
And I think you have to go back for multiple sessions.
Now, that looks crazy.
That's cool though.
You like that?
I don't know if I would ever get that, but like, I definitely would stop and appreciate a little bit if I saw someone like on the street with like a blackout tattoo.
Well, to be fair, on your kind of skin, it's nice. But me, I mean, you guys don't know what skin color we are, but she's Caucasian. I'm of African descent, right? So blackout on me would look ridiculous, I would think.
Wait, hold on.
I would look ridiculous with a blackout tattoo. I'm already black.
I don't think that looks that crazy.
This right here looks ridiculous.
Well, that's just one. I think it also depends on, you know, like where you're getting it. That's true though. I would say, actually, I'm glad we're talking about like the tone of our skin because I think that's another thing that's kind of held me back a little bit from getting a tattoo is that since I am like pale and fair skinned, the contrast between like the tattoo and my skin is gonna stand out like a lot. Like I almost wish it was more subtle in a way.
Yeah, it would stand out a lot. But also people may be jealous of that as well.
That's true. Like I feel like color would look really cool.
Right. It
would probably show up nicely, but I don't know if I'd ever get color.
Because there's definitely some, you know, dark skinned folks who I'm like, damn, you have a tattoo? You're so black I can't even tell.
Well, not even. Like my friend, she's not black, but she's tan. And even like she has like a red ink tattoo. And I just think it looks like so subtle and like compliments her nicely.
Really? Let me see. Type in Cocoa.
What?
Cocoa butter skin. Tattoos on cocoa butter skin.
I'm not typing that, but we'll try and...
You want to type in cocoa butter skin? Cocoa butter.
Or look, for instance... I think Nikki Heaton has a red tattoo.
Who? Nikki who?
Nikki Heaton?
Type in the comments if you know who Nikki Heat is.
Heaton.
Heaton is.
See, whereas if I would get
Is that her?
Yeah, but if I would get red ink, it would like stand out an insane amount. Whereas that almost looks like faded.
But she probably got tan.
But I like the look of it kind of
You could
being
get tan
less
too.
apparent.
Or can you?
What about the winter time?
Is that possible?
It's just all things you have to take into account.
What about
But I feel like some people don't even think that in depth before getting a tattoo. You know? Some people are like full send. I don't care.
yeah, some people are.
So, I don't know. But yeah, you would never get a blackout tattoo?
No. Unless they paid me to do it, I'd do it. The amount gotta be right.
Imagine like the healing process on them.
Boy, that looks like it hurts. Ay, ay, ay.
Because tattoos scab up afterwards.
Yeah.
That is wild.
I'm excited, man. I'm excited. Tell me in the comments what tattoos would you get? Where? Why? You know, how much are you willing to spend on a tattoo? Because those prices are pretty hefty. Pretty hefty.
Would you trust like a Friday the 13th, like $13 tattoo?
What?
You've never heard of that?
No.
So a lot of places here will do like on Friday the 13th, you can get like a little tattoo for like $13.
How little is it?
Like, I don't know, maybe like this big or smaller. Not huge, just something like a quick little flash. I've always been a little skeptical, but I have friends that have gotten them and they look really good. So I don't know if that's like an incentive to get people through the door. But I've always been one to be like, I'd rather splurge if it's like permanent, you know?
Yeah.
I don't mind paying more if it's like done well.
I don't know. I feel like it would have to be well hidden.
Hidden?
Yeah.
Why?
Because something just like this.
Oh, so you don't like the little tattoos?
No. I don't like tattoos that just be randomly on people's body.
Yeah. Like little patchwork tattoos.
Right. Like, have you seen Drake's tattoos?
I didn't even know Drake had tattoos.
It's probably the ugliest places, I don't know how to say this in words, but it's worst placements of tattoos.
What? Wait, I have never seen these. Just like the little random ones on his arm.
It's ugly to me.
It's almost like, well, he has enough to where it's like if he did like filler in between, it would be almost a sleeve. The back doesn't look bad, but it's a lot of portraits. Like
Let me see.
talking about.
Turn around. Yes.
I mean, how many portraits is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 that I can see.
That's
6 faces on Drake's back.
guys. To me, that is atrocious work.
Oh, look, and he has one on his arm
Atrocious.
too, so that's 7. That's a lot of faces.
It's too much faces.
I wonder who these people are.
Probably people with meaning to him. But at that point, just get their names. Like, just get scribbles.
Wait, scratch that. There's actually a lot of faces, you guys.
Did you see what I'm saying?
Look at how many.
Do you see what I'm saying?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Basically, all of them are
6, 7,
faces.
8, 9, 10. We're looking at 10 plus face tattoos on Drake. That's crazy. I didn't even know Drake had tattoos like that. That's wild.
Ugh. I almost threw up.
Or do you remember, who is that rapper that had like, with the rainbow hair, that had like a lot of
Tekashi.
Yes.
Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Do you think he got all his tattoos removed? Do you
No,
think he still has them?
he still has them. 100%. Look him up. I'm 100% he still has them. I wonder, like, what goes on in your mind when you do something like that? 69 all over your body. He still has them, doesn't he?
Well, it's not just that. His are just colorful everywhere. But I guess it's kind of on brand for him because he has the rainbow hair. I don't think he cares about what you're talking about because that's his whole brand. That's his whole, like, name. So, I guess he has more face tattoos. I just feel like once you dive in for, like, a face tat, you're committed. So it's, like, at that point.
Yeah, but...
Or Jeffree Star's. You know who Jeffree Star is?
I have an idea who that is. Is it the...
Look.
I don't want to say too much.
The makeup artist?
They might cancel me.
I remember his portraits. Because he has Elvis, and I think he has his grandma. I don't know who that is.
Are you a fan of him?
I like Jeffree Star's makeup videos.
Right.
His makeup line's really nice, too.
Well, I don't know anything about makeup, so...
Oh.
You know. I'm an outsider looking in.
I think it's cool, though, that, like, people can build brands on something totally unrelated to tattoos, but, like, benefits people with tattoos. Like, I know you don't really know anything about makeup, but if there's any girl listeners, like, Kat Von D, covered in tattoos.
Kat Von D.
But she has a very famous makeup line. And her products are so pigmented that they cover tattoos. And that's kind of like the whole basis. It's a very high coverage, like concealer and foundations. But yeah, I think it's really cool that her makeup line is kind of geared. But it's also geared towards like people who just like high coverage.
She looks scary. I like that.
You like that? She has the blackout tattoo.
On her legs?
And arms.
Yeah, she looked like she ruined my life. Mm-hmm.
Well, she has a really good makeup line, so.
Specifically for tattoos or unrelated?
What? Her makeup line?
Mm-hmm.
You can get it in like Sephora. That's what I'm saying. I use Kat Von D because I like the coverage. I think it's like a really good product. But that's like the whole basis is like she's covered in tattoos and her like skin makeup is so high coverage that it could cover tattoos up.
Really? Is that heavy?
I mean, you can like layer it.
How much layers do you need to cover up a tattoo?
I don't know. I've never tried covering up a tattoo.
Okay, like say for instance, right?
If it's a good quality, like high coverage product like Kat Von D, the goal is to not have that much product on while covering the most you can.
But look, say for instance, you see the scar on my eye.
Mm-hmm.
Like, say I wanted to get rid of it. How much makeup do you think I would need to apply?
Not a lot.
Just a little bit?
Yeah.
It'll be gone.
It'll look gone.
Really? Okay, what about another scar? Like,
scars are different though. This is like black ink on skin that we're talking about.
what's my scar? You know, it's crazy. I would love all my scars to stay on my body.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. It gives me nostalgia. It gives me nostalgia.
I hurt myself when I got like scars. They were from like falling off my bike and stuff. So
you got scars all over your legs now?
No. Not necessarily. Like maybe like my elbows.
From falling off your bike.
Or like.
That's so badass.
From miscellaneous things. I don't know. I was outside a lot as a kid.
I feel like you're clumsy. Are you clumsy?
Maybe sometimes, depending on the setting.
Like, say you're walking up a stairs, like, do you tend to trip the step?
If it happens, it happens.
But how common is it that it happens?
I don't think it's that common, personally.
No.
I wonder what would happen. Okay, this might sound like a silly question, but like we've stated, neither of us have tattoos.
Right.
And I don't personally know how deep a tattoo like penetrates. So let's say you have like a leg sleeve, right? And you like fall and like gash your leg open or like skin your leg.
Yeah, that tattoo's gone.
I don't really
It's gone. It's definitely gonna. I wouldn't say the whole tattoo's gone, but it's definitely gonna.
fade a little bit.
Yeah,
Like, look
mess
faded.
it up a little bit. Cause I have homeboys who usually like when we hoop, or mostly when we hoop, that if they get a scratch, they be like, damn, I hope this don't fuck up the tattoo, da da da, and then they'll show me like a little piece of a tattoo that's been alterated.
From just like a little injury.
Right.
Wow, I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
That's kind of crazy. Huh. Very interesting.
It is kind of crazy. But life is crazy and life is full of unexpected things. So, guys, this is what I have to say before we leave. I have absolutely nothing to say. I just kind of blanked out. Do you have something to say?
Go check out our Instagram and TikTok at beyond.theink. Also, check out our blogs. We have an awesome teammate who's posting blog posts weekly about different things. Go check them out. And we will be back next week.
Hopefully, we'll be back next week.
We will be back next week.
Hopefully. Life is a blur. You never know what to expect. Therefore, you should cherish every day as you live in. Never take a day for granted. So as we leave, this is what I really wanted to say. Nothing is nothing, but everything is everything. If you make it that. Alright, now get off. And enjoy your time with your people. Or if you're alone, get a dog. Enjoy your time with a dog. Or if you're alone, just enjoy time with yourself. Because you never know when it could be taken. Never take life for granted. There's always stories beyond the skin, beyond the mind, beyond the soul. I'm gonna get off because Abby's looking at me like I'm crazy. Bye.